Guess who's back?
Guess
Hood
who's
Hierarchy
back?
Podcast. That's who back. You know, I
What's
like to
good?
see when they coming in, but you know, we get to it. So once again, once again, once again, clear my throat. It's Uncle Beats and the street like white lines on the corner like a stop sign.
Yeah. And you got your boy Snap G, the world's most famous and well-known professional sucker ducker. You
Just getting out the way, getting out the way. So let me get y'all on the routine. Okay, if you want us to be all right, hit the like. If you want us to survive, subscribe. And if you want us to win, cash at me team. No, man, if you really care, go ahead and share. Talk to us,
Yeah,
man.
man. Hey, make sure you wipe your feet before you come in the house, man. Hit the like button.
Hit that like, hit that like, hit that like. Yes, yes. What's going on with you, good brother?
Well, same old, same old.
Well, yeah,
You know,
ain't,
same
ain't,
old.
nothing, ain't nothing but some more of it.
Yeah.
I was looking at some stuff today, and I really hate when the law be trying to like stick it to people. And I was checking out this rap dude. He from San Francisco, if I'm saying it right. I know he's from the Bay, but he's locked up for the murder of the dude named two dudes, Fat Tone and Cowboy from Kansas City. They were suspected to kill Mac Dre from Fresno, the legend. But
Right.
this dude, him and another dude is locked up for killing them as a revenge killing. And they say he didn't even know Mac Dre, so I don't know how that it makes sense anyway. But I don't know the dudes. I just hate when the law be trying to pull one. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen anything about it, but
I seen something on it. Man, I don't know.
right,
Like, you would never know because if the man saying he innocent, he
right,
ain't finna tell nobody he guilty unless you know folks that's inside on that situation. But other than that, I don't know if that man guilty or innocent.
well,
Because you got the
well,
one dude was hollering on, he knows something about it. If he didn't pull the trigger, he knows something about it.
yeah, yeah, I think that, and it's like, okay, knowing something about it, doesn't mean you're supposed to get life in prison
Right.
though. Just
I
'cause
know I know about a lot of things, and I ain't have nothing to do with them.
the
I
streets
just do those
always,
things
the
going
streets
on.
always talking. It's what
Yeah.
trips me out too. He say he was working with the dude on some music stuff, and whatever happened to him out there happened. And what people forget, man, when you're in the streets, as we once were, man, you into everything under the sun.
Yeah.
So you doing stuff to people. I came to learn if somebody do something to me, I ain't even got to do nothing to them because they gonna get themselves in. They gonna end up in jail or dead anyway. Why even waste your time? Because it's like when you're in the street, you're doing stuff all over, and you just don't know. So the thing that tripped me out with this case, though, with the Mack Minister case, they got the dude Antoine Moutar who testified on him. They say that's what got him locked up because the dude say, man, he told me he did it on December 5th. So some kind of way, the dude, oh, he was on the Gangster Chronicles podcast. Shout out to them. And
Wow.
now how this ain't nothing but God working in his favor, I would have to say. A dude that he went grew up with is a prosecutor in San Francisco. So he heard his story on the Gangster Chronicles, and he got to looking into it. And at the same time, the dude who testified on him, his daddy said, "Hey, why is this guy saying that you said he told you about a murder he did in Vegas, killing two people?" And the guy Antoine Moutar broke down crying and said they was trying to put a pimping and pandering on him of underage girls, and they told him to say this. And the day the prosecutor said that he told him the dude was in jail in Atlanta, man. And the prosecutor on stand talking about something. I made a mistake. I didn't mean to say he said December 5th.
So is they gonna let him out?
They got him out to the out the judges decide on it. What trips me out, what is it to decide? If the prosecutor lied, talking about he made a mistake, he meant to say another date. What you think happened if you testifying and you lie? What do they do? And you forget, not lie.
Right.
Like, you'll be in jail. So I'm just like, that's crazy, man. So hopefully he's innocent. Hopefully it work in his favor. They just did something like that with Banga. They had brought him back to Peoria, and he was in there, and the judge was going over the facts of the case and stuff they was trying to pin on him. It clearly made no sense, and the judge made this man wait for 3 months just to tell him he signed with the government. I was like, so it. I kind of don't like when they put stuff in the judge's hands. Like, I don't think I would ever take a bench trial ever. But
I always took plea deals. You know what I'm saying? That's me being young and dumb. In cases I could have beat, like I took a plea deal anyway because I got tired of sitting in jail. I just wanted it over with. I needed an out date. I just couldn't stand the fact of not knowing when I'm gonna get out. It's dumb, but if I would have ever took anything to trial, it probably would have been a bench trial, bro.
Straight up, why you say a bench over a jury?
Because I got one person that I'm talking to.
Right.
Instead of having 6. Now, one of the people out of the 6.
12, man. You get 12. You get 12 in the jury, don't you?
Yeah, you get 12, and that's even more.
Right.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
Excuse me, yo.
6 and 6 equal 12.
So you say you'd rather just deal with the judge? You say you'd rather deal with the judge?
Yeah, man. I mean, that was my mentality at that time.
Right.
But as you get a little older, you see the benefits of having a jury trial.
Right.
Even though most of the time you get booked anyway, jury or bench, they still finna smack you upside your head. You know. But a lot of people beat their cases. I wasn't even the type of person that spent any time in the law library. I just accepted what them folks did to me. Like, didn't even try to fight it back. I've seen people like spending their prison time in the law library and end up disappearing.
Yeah, that's what I did in the county. I wasn't playing cards. I wasn't playing nothing. I'm like,
you was in the law library.
I'm reading Busted by the Feds and anything I can get my hands on. I didn't do I ain't do none of that when I was fighting that case. Let's say what's up to everybody. I'm seeing comments popping up. Let's see who we got in the building. Hey, Amber and Vinny, it just wouldn't be
Yes,
right if
sir.
y'all don't pop in. It just wouldn't be right.
Right. You know. Yeah.
K Dub, what's up with you, man? We made. Short body checking in all the way from Cali. Yeah, and that said without an outdate, it's pretty terrible.
Yeah, man. But
Oh hey, yep. And that said without an outdate, and that said period is pretty
I
terrible for me
I,
though.
I just took that. I just took it, man. They smacked me with it, man. I didn't even try to fight it. I wanted an out date. I couldn't sit
Mm.
there and they talking about 60 years extended terms, man. And I sat in the county 2 years thinking about me doing 60 years, and then need folk come to me talking about 12.
Yeah, when I was in there, they was offering us 20. So I want to say look up was like 22. And I'm like, hey, you can go on and take that and come back out. So I ain't coming home at no 50 something. I just go ahead and try my chances with that elbow. I'm like, I'm just either be the, I'm gonna either be free or I'm gonna be the best convict they ever had in there. I gonna run somebody jail. that's
Man,
that's show I was looking at. You know what? Now that I'm talking about being the best convict and running the jail, explain this to me. Cause see, nobody ever talks about this. Now this some Chicago stuff, y'all. Now the same thing with people saying they took away the structure and all that. I know you remember this real. I remember one time, and in our neighborhood. Let me get everybody a breakdown. We had vice lords, we had MCs, we had Blackstones, we had GDs. I'm talking about in that 55th to 59th racing. You know what I'm gonna say?
California.
Hosted. I'm gonna say hosted to
Yeah,
California.
Austin too. Yeah.
Okay, now answer this. Do you remember that everybody was into it with each other? The
Yes.
GDs was into it with the GDs, the Stones was into it with the Stones, and the Vice Lords was into it with the Stones too. I mean, they had to be the wildest time, and it's like I said,
Hey, have you ever thought of this?
"What's that?"
It was an epiphany of things to come.
Things to come.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I remember that like everybody was rebellious, wasn't nobody honoring nothing.
Yeah,
Wasn't nobody like somebody rolling up talking about their regional man. You better
right.
get
It,
gone
exactly.
at that particular time,
At that particular time, I remember.
which which was like 95, 96 ish, 97 ish.
So let me ask you this: if you coming from our neighborhood, going into the joint as a, I guess we would say renegade. If you going in, and I said was
Ooh,
insane. What happens when you get to the joint?
man, listen, bro. You asking one of the most the perfect person this question. You know what I'm saying? Because I've experienced it. Yes,
Right?
we used to holler insane. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't to the point to where we was putting anything in front of Larry Hoover.
Yeah, but
We
I
were
don't
just
understand
that
that
and
because
for
the
real,
other
and
dudes
insane.
across
And
Racine clearly was still following the rules, which was
yeah, they
noticed.
was following the rules, but we just got tired of following the rules.
Right. So
That's it. And we said if it ain't coming from the old dude,
okay.
get gone.
So
You know what I'm saying?
when you got in, so in prison, everybody was just together.
Now in prison, you had some guys be like, hey, where you from? You tell them 57, they get to tweaking. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, man, you see them hollering at different people, grouping up.
Well,
But you know,
one of my sources, who was a prison guard at the time, he said they was beating y'all down when y'all came in there. G, just go on and tell the truth. Was there any of that hit, man? We just want to know.
no, I don't
Even for
remember
the
that.
Stones, I heard the
Ma-
Stones that was coming in that was against the old man. Same thing. Is this
Hey,
true?
well, when I
They
was
beat it.
coming in there,
They said it'd be one beat down, then they'd be all cool again.
check
So
this out. When I got locked up in 1996,
right.
as soon as we got on the deck, we told them dudes what we was, and they was tweaking. But see, the numbers on the deck of GDs was so thin to where they had to honor us.
They need everything they can get. Huh?
You know what I'm saying? They, they,
Did
they had to honor us. So,
did
but like I said before, they was cowards. They looking for numbers. We didn't
right.
care because we was gonna ride anyway. And it was me and my rappy together. They kept us together that whole time.
But what about when you got to the pen though?
When I got to the pen, I fell in line. You
Right.
gonna fall in line. What you talking about? You ain't
Right.
finna be sanctioned off to the side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I fell in line in the county.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna fall
But
right in.
but at the same time, I was still representing insane.
Right. Well, I guess you can have. Hey, you know something? This takes me to another time. Remember when this whole city had a peace treaty? I know you do. I mean,
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, that was the peace treaty solidified solidified me, right? Because I'll never forget. Like I said, I lived around our Stones and Vice Lords, but they knew I was from 55th and Bishop. They never put 57 together to put me on Palaina or Marshfield.
Right.
So it's a peace treaty I'll never forget. I'm minding my business because that's what you're supposed to do. I'm at home on Winchester. I'm raking the leaves. And I look up, rest in peace to Bass, because he
Rest in
was
peace to Bass.
you can see
Salute,
him from a mile away because he's so little.
my
So
dude.
I'm looking, I'm like, man, who is these dudes walking up? And it was you, him, Jarvis, Woodjar, I think TB, Steve. It was some more y'all. And I'm like, why these MFs that came over my house like this so all these stones could see me?
Yeah, putting
so
you on straight blast.
so I want to know who initiated this. Hmm.
Uh,
I would think it had to be you, but I want to know who initiated it.
it was me. You know what, bro? It was me
Yeah.
because I knew they was just up with anything.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You could tell
Nah,
them, let's go run into
they went up with mobbing over there before that peace treaty came though. They went
no,
from they
no.
y'all wouldn't have made it. Y'all wouldn't have made it successfully. 7 deep walking on Winchester back then like
We
that.
would we hey we wouldn't even been playing it like that. We
Right.
hit the cuts. And
Right.
all
Right.
us ain't gonna be together. We
Right.
all heading for the same destination, but we all taking different routes. Yeah, that's how you
so,
do it.
so you put
But uh, I knew that they would be up with anything, and plus they was, hey, why not? Because we walked down there on 55th,
right.
Marshfield.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
y'all was
Shooting
having a
dice with
nice
them.
nice. You know what though? I liked when the peace treaty hit, but I knew it wasn't gonna last
I knew it
long.
wasn't gonna last because it, I just knew it wasn't gonna last. I knew it was a phase.
I remember when it broke. Me and Deontay was like walking you to like 57th, and we like passed Henderson. You remember what dude said to us?
Hey man, you know the peace treaty is over. You know the peace treaty over.
That's what he said.
Yeah, dog. We know. We
Well,
know.
okay, thanks.
Hey, no, just to head up, nigga. Just to head up. Don't come back through here. That's
Yeah,
your
man.
last pass.
That's your ass back. He was very nice and respectful with it. You know,
They
but
don't give out last passes today.
nah, ain't no ass pass. Let me see who else tapped in with us, man. Let's say what's up to somebody. Who is that? Rico V, what's up, man? Kelly Pitts, what's up, big dog? My homie, he coming on the show soon. You know who Kelly Pitts is? I know you probably be seeing me with them on Facebook when I be in LA. Remember
Yeah.
South Central Cartel?
Yeah.
Remember Gang Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think we beat a couple people up off of that song.
Yeah, man. I used to like South Central Cartel. See,
Yeah, man.
what attracted me to most of them West Coast rappers was it wasn't necessary the games.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna even lie to you. I know Crips are not GDs,
Right.
but if I'm on the sideline and I'm looking at these two Crips and Bloods go together, it's just like watching a boxing match.
Right. Going by the colors, huh?
Right. So I'm gonna definitely might side I mean, with the Crip because of the blue.
You know, almost everywhere I've been, it don't work like that. It be the
It
it be
don't.
the it be the Bloods. I mean, I can't really get too deep into their politics, but I
I
know
don't know
like
nothing about it, so I can't,
I know they go. I know the Bloods go to the right and the
Yeah,
Crips go to the
yeah,
left.
but
But I never like it. Always be Crips and GDs into it when I go somewhere. Like especially like New York, they be into
yeah.
it all day.
But
Atlanta,
see,
they
they
into it.
used to be together in New York.
Yeah, they did.
They
They
used to be
did.
together in New York.
They did.
And if
Yeah.
you go down south, some of them together down south too.
Yeah, that's why I say I really don't know what they be thinking, man, because one minute is but you know, this stuff all messed up, man. Don't nobody it ain't no more. It ain't no, now when they say they took the OGs away, yeah, it ain't no more OGs to teach them the gang history. That's gone. Because like
You
right
know,
now, it's probably somebody somewhere saying, man, you don't know what we talking about.
no
Everybody
man,
always got these
it's some OGs out there, bro. But the OGs is out there. They kind of wash their hands with the situation
right.
because they got their own personal lives to live.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be dealing with no multitude of people for all their life. It's a moment in time where you retire and go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So
And
it's dudes out here, but man, just wash their hands with it, bro.
and these young dudes is banana peppers, man. These young dudes so crazy, man. Who really wanna it's like I just said, when me and my little cousin was in jail. He 20 something, he can go do 20 years and come back. Don't no dude no 40 years old want to catch no 20 years.
Let me ask you a question.
What's that?
If you take the average 18, 19-year old, the average 18, 19-year old from today,
Right.
put him in a time machine and drop him off on 57 in Ashland. 94.
Right.
What do you honestly think is gonna happen to that man? Once he walking up to them dudes saying he GD?
He gonna have a 30 popper though, so he gonna be a good he gonna be a little more equipped than that little
Okay.
38. He gonna have a 30 popper.
Who had 38s? What you talking about? Boy,
Yeah.
you talking about something from the 70s. I said the 90s.
I didn't have nothing. First of all, let's make that clear every time.
Yeah.
But
that 30 popper would have been nice.
Unfortunately, I was around people and I seen them with weapons, I admit, and I never seen nobody with an extended clip. Handgun. I'm not talking about rifles. I've seen some rifles. I'm talking about a handgun. I never seen nobody with an extended clip handgun.
Okay, bro.
You know how they be having. You know how they be having them on today. I saw this video, man. This dude, these shorties, right? They on the L, right? So the police officer seen one of them. He knew him. He was like, "Hey, what's up? You staying out of trouble?" Like, yeah. So he can walk off. The other officer like, "Hey, he had a gun on him." So he like, straight up. So they go back talking to him. This dude got on skinny jeans and everything, man. They pull a gun off of this boy with a clip sticking out about a foot long. I'm like, how did he have that on him? Then they like, where the other one go? He done got on the train. So they go catch him. He on the train. He, what I do? He got one too. I'm like, how is these young dudes just walking around with this, man? Like for real, when I say that 38 stuff, not me, but most people back in the day, because I had nothing to do with weapons. Most people back in the day, that's all they needed. Because they was gonna get you. They weren't finna sit up there.
Hey,
they was gonna get you.
Hey, when you sat on a block that stayed at war,
right?
38 ain't gonna be enough. Because these dudes got Uzis, Mac 10s, Mac 11s, 100-shot 9s, AKs, M16s,
street sweepers, 30,
street sweepers.
I've heard. But what I'm saying is,
no, those are just the type of those are just the type of
well, I'm just suspecting
typical and Tech 9s, of course.
I'm the jammers. I'm just suspecting that people wasn't taking these everywhere they traveled though, like they take them 30 poppers today. Now, of course, if you came and did something on some people's block, when they come to your block, they coming with the thunder. You know what I'm saying? You know that. You're not finna they coming. Or if they know it's on, they keep something sitting out in the sitting in the gangway for somebody to go straighten them out. I'm just saying, I don't know because I never dealt with that stuff back then. But like, what do you recall? Like, what handgun held the most boogers back then in that area you're talking about?
Mac 11.
Man, I'm talking about something you can put under your. Well, they'll put that under their
shirt. You can. What you mean?
No,
you had little baby Uzi.
I'm talking about like the Glocks and stuff. What was it, like 17 shots was all you was getting?
We had extended clip. We used to call them extendos.
Oh,
extended clips has always been out, bro.
So
everybody just got them now.
So y'all had them.
We had them, G.
What about that? I heard it's something called a switch. I haven't seen one or nothing. I'm just seeing.
That ain't nothing but a lemon squeeze. It's been out.
Oh, that's what it's just a lemon squeeze?
A lemon squeeze.
Why do they just take everything and act like it's so new? Just like they acting like op is new. You know that, right?
Like what?
Op. The word op.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's not new, man. You know,
Yeah.
folks used to say "op" all the time. Opposition stands for
We couldn't
opposition.
even say that's what we had to say in the session. We couldn't say it. We wasn't saying
Yeah.
people names. You know what I'm saying? We say
See,
opposition.
the guns back then that people were using back then to the guns that people are using now. Now assault rifles are more accessible. The
Right.
30s has already been out.
Right.
Everything's already been out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But everybody didn't have one.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But now everybody got one.
Not any more accessible. Hold on.
They,
Let me
I
see these
mean, I
comments.
guess they're more accessible.
Let me see these comments. Hold on. I was just saying something about an F and N.
Yeah.
Oh no, bad guy. No. That line, when I say a F and N is my best friend, I'm talking about Frank and Nathan. I don't even talk about no gun. No.
Frank and Nathan.
That's what I talk about my best friend. Don't jam up when we in the jam.
No,
But
man, ain't nobody. Everything that we're talking about is past tense.
hey, I'm gonna tell you something about back in
Past
time, right?
tense.
I remember one summer I went to Cali or Mississippi or somewhere, right? But when I came back, everybody, this is the first time they re-released a pair of Jordans. So everybody got on them.
Jordan
I want to
3s.
say the cements. The cements they had re-released them. So everybody got them on, and I'm like, "Oh, these dudes are doing bad over here. They got one of them old Jordans." So yeah, let me get off Ashland. I will not be like it's. I'm about to be driving next year. I'm not going to be hanging with no bums like this. I didn't know that they had re-released the George, man. I was just like, man, these dudes doing bad, man.
I remember. I
They
had a
did.
white pair.
Nah, you had on some. I remember I went and got me some instantly after. Matter of fact, I was going to high school that year. I was going to be a freshman in high school. I went and got me some instantly. I said, oh, okay.
You remember Van Grack?
Of course. I had
Yeah,
all the
Van
flat
Grack
stuff,
used to be
man.
that ish. Yeah.
I had all
With
the
the
flat stuff. You would,
shoes.
if you ain't nothing about it, you would have thought I was a coke dealer because I had it all. I had it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Buck 50. Had to have a buck 50.
I had to have a $150. My homie from New
Had to have a
Orleans.
buck 50,
My
man.
homie from New Orleans. I was talking to him yesterday. He say, "When I first met you, you had a watch on your head, man." I'm like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Hey, man, that's. I'm glad you mentioned this $150 thing. I'm finna see how connected you was. Where did the name $150 come from?
Briars.
Wrong. You're an
What?
imposter. Wrong.
Where it come from?
Briars, to this day, Briars ain't got no hat for.
We used to
Okay.
call them Briars hats.
Well, okay, let me ask you
Who was
this.
this?
Why did they call it a $150?
Listen, I say Briars because we used to call them Briars hats before we started calling them 150s.
No, we weren't calling them 150s. I'm gonna tell you what we was calling them. We was calling them 180s. Briars ain't never had no hat that was 150 to this day. They was making 150s on 63rd and Halsted in the basement in Jewtown. And we was looking at them like they was fake. We was paying 180 and up for our hats. We never was wearing $150 name just took over, but we never was paying $150. We was even
Wow.
paying more than $150
I know
sometimes.
they was even 200. I know.
Yeah,
They
we was
was
even
180.
paying more than that.
But that's just the
$150 was the
name. That
fake
was the
one.
name we used. That's what they call buck 50s.
But we not we yeah. Later on, we adapted it. But
Wing dings.
Right, Wayne Dang, even Wayne Dang. Then Buck 50 just took over, so Buck 50 is what it is now. But it was not. That was West Side, and that was 63rd and Halsted. You know, I had to tell you to stay up off 63rd and Halsted buying that stuff, man.
Hey man, I ain't there. I used to get chased by the BDs, man, up there trying to shop.
You know, I never had no BD problems in my life.
And still go.
We never had no BD. You know, one thing I can say, this what's now O Block. I never liked going there, but remember the GDs was in O Block too, though.
My cousin is from over there.
Yeah, they was in there. I don't go in
My
there
cousin
anymore.
is my cousin is from 63rd and St. Lawrence.
Oh, okay. So, yeah,
Actually, my cousin is one of the original, and he's from a whole nother area.
right.
But he one of the original over there. That over there by FBG Duckmill.
Man, I went over there. I went to O Block. I was with Lil Reese and was going to do some shows. To go in there, the good dudes are standing right there when you come in. You got to drop the forks to get in, like it's a key card or something, right? So, like, what? What? So, we pick up. It was King Von and some more of his little homies, and it was just. I'm just like, man, these little dudes just really got this boy out here just locked down. Ain't making no money though. They weren't making no money. They weren't making no money.
Not
But
at that time.
they was out there game banging though. Good. Reese was already a rapper, so he was cool. But they was. I'm just like, man, this is nuts. It was so crazy. Some of them had to ride in the car with little beats, right? So they're like, yeah, little beats let his suburb side out on them fools, boy. He wasn't playing with them. I say, what happened? He say that we ride. Now Vaughn and the other boy Ty rode with Deli and the Beats, right? So he said they ran and the Beats played some of the dudes some of the FBG dudes songs, right? And he said they said, man, what you playing? We don't listen to that. And he said the Beats said, I done played 4 BD songs. It's time for some GD music. He said like, just forget it, man. The B said, I don't care what y'all got going on in the streets. This real fans out here.
Man, I grew up around there. I think I was like second generation or something around there because the original generation was maybe either one or two generations before me.
Okay.
So around the time I was growing up, the BGDs was just going out the door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I can remember a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, that was going down in the hood. And this is like 63rd, around there on 63rd. I remember one time I was on 63rd and House, I was shopping. And I'm walking on one
But
side of the
before you
street.
say that, let me get this straight. You from 57th, you ain't from 63rd, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I was in 63rd and House.
Right.
I was walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? I was walking on one side because remember they had stores on both sides of the street.
Definitely.
I'm walking on one side, they walking on the other side. And
right.
they was like, BD. I said, BD? Nah. It was something, but whatever they said, I had said right behind them.
Right.
Because I had them thinking I was a BD. Then I said GD. They across the street.
Right.
So now they about to get me. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get across the street. There's traffic going past. I see this dude, Terrell, on the back of a bus.
Right.
I said, get off the bus, get off the bus. And he looked and seen like 4 dudes running toward me. Terrell like, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't run. I stood there. I'm like, well, what's up? Like, nigga, we said BD, nigga. What's up, nigga, BD? Black disciple, nigga. I'm like, man, look here, man. It is what it is. I told y'all what it was. You know what I'm saying? Dude, like, get from in front of my store. Get from in front of my store. That's crazy how the Asian dude can. That was crazy. Because I think they
remember
was
one
supporting.
time. I remember that just made me think of this for some reason. I remember one time I'm riding down Damon, so I get to like 46, and some little boys is riding their bikes. One of them come out, I hit him. So the police got me sitting in the police car. They like, man, we don't even. It's really not your fault. The kid came out in the street, but they got me sitting in a police car, and the kid is back there. Because when I first hit him, I'm helping him, and it's a bunch of essays in the neighborhood, and that's the essay neighborhood. So they all piling up. So the police come.
Boy, they finna do a number on you, boy. You finna be like hyenas, a bunch of hyenas on a deer.
They piling up. I got on my $150 and stuff. They piling up. So the police come. The police put me in the car. So the police is back there though. They got me sitting in the car. They back there with the boy. So I'm sitting there, and I look out the corner of my eye without looking, and I see a dude standing in the gangway. So he's just looking. So and he got that thing on him too, in his hand. So I'm like, I'm just looking straight ahead. He come knock on the police car window. So I'm like, he boom, boom, boom. He like, hey man, you hit me. So I turn around like, excuse me. So he like, what are you? And I'm like, what you mean when am I? You know what I'm talking about. I'm like, I mean, what, a black man? Like, what do you mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about. What you ride, homie? I'm like, huh? He like, hey man, you know what's up, don't you? I say, yes, I do. He said, okay, I'm just but the police is right there, OG. Like, what are you gonna do to me? I was like, man, that dude was on it too, man. He went on and walked off like it was nothing.
We fought in front of the police. That was the only time we ever fought them.
Right.
Is when the police down there. See, if the police like swoop down there on them, right. We see a bunch of police down there.
Right.
We'll go down there.
Right.
And stand around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you would think that would even the playing field.
I didn't fought. Listen, I didn't fought them dudes with the police out there. I didn't fought them.
I remember Bam Bam first crib over East, right? You couldn't tell me nothing, and he was real cool with this dude Prince Ibia. So Prince Ibia gets killed. So I'm over there like everybody else, looking at the crime. That's why I don't do crime scenes to this day. I'm looking like, man, that's Batman boy. Somebody come back busting again. Kill somebody else and kill the police officer. It's like, boy, people just don't care, man. It's just how does it get like this, man?
Man, listen. You can play tough all you want all day, especially for those who are considering themselves OGs. Right. These are the ones who I'm talking to.
Right.
It's over, man.
It's over. It's over.
Cut it out, bro. Go chase a
Hey,
bag or something, bro.
I be having whole arguments with
It's just
people.
not a
That's why
good
I
look.
let it go. Just let it go, man.
It's not a good look to sit here and watch this man. He like 37, 38. He got a gut. He trying to wear these tight ass pants like these little young dudes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not a good look, bro. Go
Hey,
throw a dob on one of them big suits Steve Harvey used to wear. You know what I'm
hey.
saying? With the dob. You know what I'm saying? Go. You know.
Nah, I love when they be using their words too. On phone them. On
On
merch
phone
that.
them.
I'm like, man, what are you talking about, you old fool?
On phone them, nigga. On phone them, nigga.
But they use their words.
On my on my dead whatever.
Like, man, I gotta
Motherfuckers
stop
is
talking to you,
burning.
man. It's almost time to get up out of here already. I gotta stop talking to you, man. Time to fool too quick, man.
Hey,
I,
hey,
I,
man. It was cool. It was. You know, it's always a good experience, man. You know,
yeah,
once we get to talking, man, we'll just zone out. We'll forget we on
man.
here.
They don't understand. We'll get to talk. Let me see who. Let me see who was in the comments that I didn't get to. Why would you say that, bad guy? He's, you notice how the Koreans, when we were shorties, turned to Arabs? I noticed that. They did, though.
Yeah. You talking about
You
the
know
Koreans
what?
turning to Arabs?
It's funny he mentioned that, right? When I be on the well, I don't. I'm used to it kind of now. When I be on the West Coast with my homies, DJ, he on here now. Beats, what up, champ? Send it to both of y'all. Appreciate you. But when I be with them, we in LA, right? Or Compton or wherever. We go in the liquor store and it be the Koreans. And I be like, wow, y'all in the nail shops where we live at. Out here, y'all in the liquor store. It's like it's just stripped out. Everybody culture got something. But yeah, that is how it used to be in Chicago though, on 63rd.
All Koreans.
Yeah.
I mean, the Arabs had the stores though.
Oh, now bad guy did bring up something. He said, I had a crackhead. That's what he had on his buck 50. And they started playing false. You know what? The first ones that I remember that we had. Now remember we had just snakeskin hats, like how your hat is. And the beard would just be snakeskin, all that. But remember they was putting like an emerald or something in the middle. Then it went to the watch. Am I remembering that right?
It went to the rhinestone.
Oh no, that's a different ball game. The rhinestone hat now. Rhinestone hat was dope. Yeah, but they would have a buck 50 with rhinestones on the too, wouldn't
Yeah. Most
they?
buck 50s had rhinestones.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man,
You know what I'm saying?
you know let us get to another one. So
Yeah.
let's always do this. Shout out our sponsors. We got
Shout
Deli
out.
Dale Private Stock Champagne. Drink y'all some.
Shout.
Drink some for me. HHQ Magazine.
Yes,
Y'all go
yes.
check it out. Support it.
Please do.
91.3 the beat. I mean the plug. We'll be on there soon. Going
Yes, sir.
live. Doing our thing. So as we always say, if you want us to be all right, hit the like.
Hit the
If
like.
you want us to survive, subscribe.
Subscribe.
And if you really care, hit that share.
Yeah. And the most important thing, wipe your feet. Wipe your
hit
feet,
that
man.
hit that like when you
Salute.
come in. Hit that like. So as we always end it, what's the hood?
Inglewood. You
Inglewood.
dig.
Dig.